อ่อนๆเนื้อแกงเจ้าอ่อนๆขอเราป้าวัดการเมืองมุ่นตั้งแต่ก่อนข้าวสมัยบูฮานซึ่งมีในตำนานผ่านมาแต่ต้นสิล้ำไล่ล้ำคนในคนหูหลักฐานการเป็นมาแต่ยาวนานขอเสิร์ให้ทุกทานฟังเอาทอสว่างวางเดลุงเอ้ยวางทั่วทั้งนครคายสุขสบายทุกๆบ่อนบ้านกะบ่ซับซ้อนคนกะบ่เดือดร้อนคนสะท้อนกะบ่มีคอยอยู่ดีมีใบหน้าพัฒนาบ่หยุดอยู่เป็นบ้านยาเมืองปูเป็นบ้านปูเมืองยาผ่านมาหลายเส้นแล้วอยู่แถวท้องถิ่นสถานแต่ก่อนยังบ่ท่านมีบ้านเรือนซ่านประสาอยู่และมีแต่หมูมังมาเสือสร้างบางสนีต่อมาหลายปีมีอาจารย์ผู้ดีเลิศซึ่งเป็นองค์ประเสริฐทั้งด้านศาสนามีท่าโยกท่ายิกามานำลายลื่นมียิงไส้เป็นหมื่นใหญ่จากแพงเลี้ยงจันมาหลายหอยหลายพันลงมาภาคใต้มีผู้น้อยผู้ใหญ่ลูกเล็กเด็กแดงมีผู้ศรัทธาแห้งสิแต่งจังหันขนมถ้าไหวผ้าเพ่นพร้อมถนอมแย่งย่อส่งเข่นแด่องค์พระเจ้าไว้แลกเสากะลำคอยยายมาเถื่อละหน่อยค่อยลำและหักษา
Good afternoon, folks. We just land in San Juan, Puerto Rico today. Puerto Rico is number 63 country we visit so far. So we just arrived and I will address the histories, the economic crisis, the hurricane crisis for you in a few days. So stay tuned. I will bring you some food, everything I can find for you. Okay?
Nó rong nhật gì cái tin này cha cho mấy phong yêu rong lúc chờ nó ước cho Puerto Rico là nóแต่ฉันเอื้อยังรู้สิริSan Juan chỉ nhỏ cho cái nó chỉแต่ฉันเอื้อlàชัวรู้San Juan nè cho Puerto Rico San Juan khúc cũ là nàyที่ว่าchỉ khúc cũ Puerto Rico thì nó ước cho cái nó thì ước chẳng có mình chơi rong nhà món nó thì lúc mà dành cho đi xây chế lúc đấy chờ nó mới chỉ rong xếp chạy tàu này à
Lúc nàoวันที่อ่ะจีอ่ะ
lúc nóแต่ฉันรู้เปล่าลินดูนะวันที่นางกูโจก็เช่นนางกูเป้แล้วนะเจ it's really nice รู้ได้เชิญเนาะ it's part of Migate นะ part of U.S. territory so ก็ชัวร์ได้ว่าเจในเที่ยวได้เก๋นะเจยิ่ง very similar อย่างที่ Migate นะ
รู้ได้เชิญนัมเบอร์จีเหรอแล้วหมัว
โจโจเป้แล้วนะ
โอเคโจโจเป้เนอะ getting closer to that 100 magic number
ทีนี้เนี่ยจะmovie นั่นเราตามซับเที่ยว subscribe จะเที่ยวป้าโจ้เที่ยวน่ะโอเค
cho nên cái cha của sen đấy của làm một khởi cho cái cử cho họ lúc tới chờ nó tụi này sai ý anh không tổn đây nó nữa hay tụi nem long giờ hay cho là khó economy hay cho hurricane hay cho history hay cho ở trên nữa họ yếm part of make a territory họ chỉ họ chỉ make a state 但是还有 territory a commonwealth nation 那我们 explain 看那个 clear ตรงนี้ที่ต่อๆนั่นมาแต่แสงหัวนั่นจะเขาเนี่ยโอ้แสงหัวจะจัดเจนเนี่ยสเปนเหนียววะเนอะรงกูจัดเจนเนี่ยสเปนเนอะหมู่ที่สเปนจะรงอย่างนั้นแต่ที่จะ architecture
ย่ารงกูเลยจัดเจนนะ
yeah
colorful yeah I love the architecture design รงอย่าง Paris เนาะ
yeah ถ้าต่อละมุยยี่สวยเปลี่ยนน่าจะมามุยยกของด้วยเจมามุตตาโฮเทลนะđể mình chỉ dùng lấy Spain kia nữa, vì thế lúc tới chơi nó Spain tôi nhớ tôi plot của xong, thì tất cả nó mình cả mà tranh đấu được Spain là, rồi Spanish American War nữa nè, thì mình cả thứ tranh đấu là ít bộ từ xong nó là theo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 24-ounce steak. What's it called? Tomahawk.
Steak.
Tomahawk steak in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I haven't eaten anything like this in my life. This is the first time I eat a steak this size. I told you guys that we were cheap this afternoon, and I'm gonna find you something good to eat. And now we found this, and this is so big. This thing weighs 24 ounces. Okay.
Wow.
We're gonna drink some vodka with it, straight vodka, mojito, so we can get drunk after this.
Mediterranean salad.
Mediterranean salad, steak sauce, and garlic bread over there. And I believe this is gonna taste good. It looks good, so it's got to taste good, okay? So I told you that we're gonna find something good for you to look at. This is it, folks.
This is mashed potato, diced mashed potato.
Mashed potato. This restaurant is it's an Italian restaurant in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Mediterranean salad is really good.
Yeah. Okay, it's my turn. Okay, boy. 他们的这种国家没有弄好，弄好 stay 路呢，查到都 stay 路呢，就弄嘛，不啊，提供 stay
Tomahawk
steak，我的路上的 stay 呢，不能够 block house 呢，你不看没得，我也叫着没人，闹他就用了，然后闹了呢，那一个 Mediterranean salad，它 potato asparagus garlic bread，它们好甜，沙沙的一个好的呢 ，straight vodka 呢，然后mojito，我叫咩呀 rum 哈，vodka 呢，加大nọ để stay tại chỉ một tàu chế đó, họ chở nó chỗ taxi mà cho một tàu kéo đó, thì khi có một từ đó đi conference mà số cái coi cho cỡ tàu hết rồi giờ ta họ chở tàu mà muốn này, cũng trái chở gì cái kia có một tàu conference nữa, đó là máu tâm thì nó chạy nóไม่ใช่tại nhưng mà lúc trong là tấm lúc lại stay lúc nó sang
cut kia mà bây giờ tôi first one to cut kia chứ bây giờ medium rare nó gì chỉ bảo giờ tại steak nó giờ bỏ trâu đi nữa bây giờ menu chỉ lấy chỉ mong đi đó
ít của tờ đô la tại stay
kiểu như chỉ ốp bỏ rồi bây giờ nè
lúc sau à bố lại stay mà lúc sau tao nói lại stay lúc sang nữa nè thì lại stay nó bố ta bây giờ ít của tờ đô la lại stay còn gầu sẽ nằm bằng phải chập rồi à
wow it's just
cháu nó cũng là lúc sau này giờ ta ướn nâu nó chỉ tăng là có mấy lão gì chứ ha mấy sắp chế nữa tôi chỉ muốn nhà ha cái gì mà ướn nó cho mấy sai cả đóng co hai người này thiệt ha thì ăn chập rồi đó
cái biết là nó ta sẽ để biểu lại cho nó chỉ bảo liệu
chắc là luôn món mà bây giờ Tết của là nó có cho nào chở nó hết nhưng mà không bao stay nó ít của tụi là hôm sáng là hát về hát tụi mà sáng là luôn món là về Tết của là cha hết có hoàn toàn nó cũng chỉ hết này
ok đi chơi đến thôi nó bỏ thế nó nhớ dùng trồng tu hả lấy nó lấy của đại là nó nói lấy đây là nó sợ
ต bố để bố chỉ thay nhưng mà thay
Yeah, nhưng mà tay rất luôn có số rồi à.
không có số mua số
Yeah, liếp luôn có tổng sát từ nhà nó xí nó đó. Còn liếp trời đi nó mà thế thì khác tổng nó tính đâu á.
ô mình sẽ nó đâu mà hai chỉ nhau đó
Liếp lúc có mà tắt tổng.
khi mà lúc chắp rồi nó cá chắp rồi don't hit them. Okay, today we are having annual meeting in San Juan, Puerto Rico, International Association for Orthodontics. So we are in Puerto Rico today. We're gonna learn a lot from the experts. We had a lot of speakers from around the world. These speakers that are very well known. And they will offer us the latest technology, the latest techniques, providing orthodontic care to our patient. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of learning to do to fill the orthodontic spaces. Okay, so that's why I'm coming here. Every year we have meeting all over the world. Each year we go to a different country. Okay, so today we are having a meeting in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And next year, we're gonna have meeting in Barcelona, Spain. Very exciting. I'm so excited, I'm so humble. I can't wait to go to Spain next year. So, this is it, folks. What's that tell you, folks? Huh? Where are you, Chuyi?
I'm at the International Association for Orthodontics meeting this year in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm very happy to be here.
Look at outside. The scenery is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, we are in a good location. Hotel situated in a very nice area, right next to the beaches. And I think if we have time, we're gonna go swim sometime. But today we have business to do. So we're gonna learn orthodontic from the experts around the world. We have some very renowned speakers coming to speak to us from all over the world this year. So I'm very excited. Okay?
Yeah, this meeting is being held at Caribbean Hilton in San Juan. It's a beautiful hotel. It's spacious. It has a lot of tower, a lot of. We are in like the garden area, but there's like the beach area. There's it's huge. It's like I don't know how many acres this hotel is, but it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Right
it's
next
huge.
to the beach. We're gonna go tour the beach and the garden later on.
Is this your first time in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the area.
Yeah. Man, it's so beautiful here. Weather is excellent. And stay tuned. So we're gonna bring you more stuff, more history, more food, more economic information, more hurricane information. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Director of the IAO, International Association for Orthodontics, Chris McKay. Without this man, we won't have this nice meeting here, and he does an excellent job year after year. So we have nice location, and he invited the renowned speakers from the world to speak for us. And Chris, what you got? What you have for us today? The speakers, and then next year. Can you tell us a little bit about?
Yes, of course. So one of the things is that, and thank you so much for that introduction. But it is definitely not a one-man job. I have a small staff, but they are just always hustling to make these things work. Also, I always have to thank all of our members that come here, because if you're not coming here every year, we can't put it on. And if I don't have my executive board, the annual meeting committee, the education committee, we don't get the speakers that we have here. So this year, what we really focused on is we wanted to make this more of a symposium type feeling, so that when you start today, you can choose courses that really are following through on a theme of building from beginning orthodontics to some of that more cutting edge level of courses. And so that's what we're providing. And what we've done slightly different this year is our keynote speaker, who's Dr. Dave G. Singh, who is one of the main orthodontic instructors with Stanford, is going to be providing an absolutely fantastic lecture all day on Saturday this year. So we're really ending it on a wow factor.
Wow, I'm excited.
Yes.
I learned a lot about him. Talk about next year.
Next
The meeting.
year. Oh,
I'm so
boy,
humble
guys.
that I can't wait. When I heard that we are going to Barcelona.
We are going to
Mama said, we
Barcelona.
got to register today.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes, no, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. We are in Puerto Rico this year, and it is so beautiful. And one of the nice things about Puerto Rico is it's still a U.S. territory, but we really want to get to our roots of being an international organization. So this is the very first time that the IAO is going to be on an actual foreign soil, and it's going to be in Sitges, Spain, which sits just outside of Barcelona. And what's really perfect about this spot is that the reason we chose it is that it's on the Mediterranean, the actual resort itself. But then it's only 20 miles from Barcelona. So you're getting that resort and you're getting the Mediterranean and the beach, but you take a short ride in and you're right into Barcelona. And from Spain, there are extremely inexpensive flights to go to France or Germany or really anywhere in Europe, and you can make a day trip somewhere in Europe.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. I'm so excited, and it's been changing the IAO. It's going place that we want to go. Instead of just keep repeating in the United States.
Yes.
I think it's more exciting. It invite more attendance and people exciting. If you go to the same place year after year in the United States, it's kind of boring.
Exactly.
So doing what you do, I appreciate it.
Well, the one thing that I always feel about all of our attendees coming is that you guys have to close your practice. That's probably the biggest expense you have.
It's okay.
So, but we want to put it in a place that you can enjoy and take the family and have a vacation out of it.
Yeah.
Because you need to learn. You need to stay on top of your CE.
Yeah.
But you also have to enjoy your time,
Enjoying time.
when you're out of your practice.
Someplace exciting. and new.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chris.
Dr. Laura, it is
All
always
right.
wonderful to
Pleasure
see you.
Okay.
And
Chuyi.
thank you to everybody. Trudy, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
You guys enjoy.
Okay,
Nice
bye bye.
seeing you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow, hi
Yeah,
there.
thank you. Tôi nói với tôi CEO na, ni tôi director tôi lúc organization này ni thì cho tôi bé một số lúc tới chợ nữa, để qua rồi dùng tôi bé theo organize cho meeting nữa. Theo invite cho renowned speaker in the world nữa. Thì lúc nào bé nói to speaker from Stanford professor in orthodontic to Indian nữa. Đó là này tôi nói rõ chặt rồi thì thế chị bây giờ nói tôi speak in Hmong thì cụ thể trong share cần có thì bây tôi giờ tới chờ nó chỉ biết invite tôi cho very very well known speaker in the world tôi speak orthodontic cho bây giờ cái tôi giờ chia thế giờ dùng thế giờ technique chia thế nào mà bây giờ là provide information provide care cho bây giờ patient thế là dùng nào mà what job now in the back below hotel na Hilton Hotel pe mo seminar now we are Resort Hotel Hilton Hotel because Hilton Hotel mà nó lo nè thì pe mo lúc tới chờ nhau căn tu từ một study là pe Resort Hilton cho hắn mua cho classroom là lo cho doctor thông luận nhau căn tu nó tô mù nè tô mù thiết cho pe sẽ đầu thì pe thiết Resort Hilton ta li注意个半夜啊
Nhiều cứ cô了，ở beach nó mà rong cô thì tiếc了，一天嘛过大day đó.
Thế mà tôi kể nó trong phút thì muốn chơi non đi hậu thế ở Sài Gòn. Bố kia Caribbean Sea là ya ocean á, khả cũng chỉ show either Atlantic Ocean là ya Caribbean Sea nè, cho lúc tới chơi nó mà san north ya Atlantic Ocean, sa south ya Caribbean Sea thì cũng chỉ show khả sẽ ya north là south rồi. Thì rong cơ liêu bé khởi resort mà very similarly Hawaii na ma very similarly Hawaii
The portion of the volcanic rock na, very porous.
yeah rong ta okay lu Hilton na ở lần the Caribbean Hilton na nhớ San Juan na muốn lần đầu khó tới xíu lần the Caribbean na
Live here.
yeah rong có tới yeah tên nó mà Pure Ocean bữa sáng thì họ nói tới là Ocean na cho họ để mua về lo hơn gì Ocean yeah 中國就打獵นะ Paradise โอเคกูจะถามเป็นจีนนี่นะรู้ได้เจอ Puerto Rico นะนะต่อเพิ่งว่า hurricane เราจูรู้ได้เจอนาตาลีลีเรา we are to sit on the hurricane belt นะนะหนึ่งย้อนยากเพราะ hurricane รอตาลีซะเจเที่ยนี่เขาย้อน very low in the sea level เจ hurricane เราจะเป็นจูรู้ได้เจอนาหางเลยเนอะเจ hurricane เราจูรู้ได้เจอนาย้อนรถสุดสวยชงเลยมา more damage more loss ตัวทองเลยเจรู้ได้เจอนาเพิ่งใจเงี้ยเรามุคอเต้ damage เต้hurricane เราจูนั่นน่ะเจเสียเงี้ยเสียเจียนโตหัวเจรู้ได้เจอนาเที่ยจ่อเงี้ยน่ะแต่สินั่นน่ะเจเราใจเงี้ยนั่นโตเรามุคอรู้ได้เจอนาเจเราตีนกิลิชาจูแต่$1 billionเรามุคอเต้คอเชิญนั่นละเจคอตาเราจักรโจดัวคอตาเราจักรโจดัวสิเจรู้ได้เฉยน้อยยอมแบงครับเนอะจีมัวเนี่ยเลยเหรอเจแล้วอย่าใจเนี่ยจีแต่是的 World Bank จีกะใจเนี่ยตรงเลยเนอะตัวคนเราจีมัวเนี่ยเทแล้วก็ตัว World Bank แล้ว default เราจะลงเดินโตของเลยเจแต่ฉันรู้ได้เฉยน้อยมัวeconomy problem เนอะมัวปัญหาเราจะเนี่ยเสียหายแล้วจีมัวเนี่ยมัวเสียจีมัวหัวหรือว่ามัวเกยโยเชียนโตอย่ามัวปวดจวนโตแห่งตัวรู้ได้เฉยน้อยเนอะบีแต่เจ้า hurricane เราจูแห่งเจเตว่าเจเตเกเตอุเตนอนปวดแห่งนะเกี่ยตัวคอตาลีอีชงคอตาเราติดจักรโจดัวอีชงคอตาเราจักรโจดัวเจแล้วมุจิมัวเนี่ยคอเลยเหรอเจรู้ได้เฉยน้อยจ่อเนี่ยเลยเนอะแต่สิน้อยนะมั่วเจจนหนึ่งเราจะจ้องเทเขียนก็ดูเป็นอเมริกาเวียดเดียแล้วอย่าพอดอเมริกา territory เทเจจนหนึ่งเรายัง U.S. citizen เทเจมัวซาลีอีปวดชิจะตบพันหนึ่งเขียนจักรเรามุนย่อเป็นอเมริกาช่องตาละเลยนอนนะเจแล้ว population on the decline แล้วจนหนึ่งเราเจอจู่จิมัวหัวหรือวัวเทียเนี่ยเจ้าเราจิตเอาเนี่ยเจ้าเราเขาเตะเขาเจอเที่ยเต้นหนอจูเราไม่ได้เนี่ยเราสีเราเขาเตะเขาเจอเจมัวโออยู่เกตาแล้วเจ mismanagement กับฟันนั่นน่ะเจเขาจิตเอาเตะเจอเตะเจจิมัวเนี่ยเราเขาเตะเจอเลยเจแล้วที่ลีเดลย์เราจะพรามนั่นเดลย์แล้วที่ลีม้วนปัญหาต้นเดาเนอะเปลี่ยนลีเราจะได้เป้า This is the tropical garden at the Hilton Hotel, okay? They have animals, lots of duck, geese, birds, turtle, fish. Very beautiful here. You got tropical trees and palms. Very nice. Water fountain. This garden is behind our room, okay? We just stay on the right side of this garden, okay? So very convenient, very beautiful. Yeah, không được mà cái chuyện chọn giống nữa vậy nữa. Mua history trong ở không được nè, chơi nè. Ứ bị hại lúc đó lâu ứ hotel gì nhắc hiện được sao hại đến đây bảo vật thì lò gì số liệu ứ lò nhắc nó trồng đu mà lò gì số liệu nữa
trồng đu gì ứ tô kỹ nó có tropical garden nó thế it's right behind us.
Yeah, we right next to the ocean, right at the coast of the ocean here. It's like a block away, so we're gonna go swimming later on. This is a paradise, folks.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we had a chance to say something to you about the history of Puerto Rico. So we're gonna say during our lunch break here. We are filming the coast of San Juan here. It's a very beautiful day today. So it's a good time to tell you the history of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was settled by a succession of indigenous people beginning 2,000 to 4,000 years ago. These included Ontario, Salvador, and the Tanao people. It was then colonized by Spain following the arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1493. Puerto Rico was contested by other European powers, but remained a Spanish possession for the next 4 centuries. An influx of African slaves and settlers, primarily from the Canary Islands and Andalusia, vastly changed the culture and demographic landscape of the island. Within the Spanish Empire, Puerto Rico played a secondary but strategic role compared to the wealthy colonies like Peru and New Spain. By the late 19th century, a distinct Puerto Rican identity began to emerge, centered around a fusion of indigenous Africans and Europeans. In 1898, following the Spanish-American War, Puerto Rico was acquired by the United States. Puerto Ricans have been U.S. citizens since 1917 and can move freely between the islands and the mainland. However, as residents of an unincorporated territory, American citizens of Puerto Rico are disenfranchised at the national level and do not vote for the president or the vice president, and generally do not pay federal income tax. Thank you.
Lúc conference nó mà cỡ tôn đâu nhà hơn đó cho speaker mà very professional, thế là offer a lot of information. So chú nia đó còn cha thế hoặc còn nia trong câu nè, thì we learn a lot. Thì trong shit cần go.
Cho professor tôi trở tới chờ tôi đâu hành lý cho kinh chấp là cho vô renowned speaker nữa, thì ư tàu cỡ tôn đâu giả cơn go không nào, thì ư cho là một provide đối cho patient nữa, ư cho là treat cho patient, cho case thì lý dùng nữa mà, có cỡ tôn đâu giả cơ ya.
Cỡ tôn đâu giả cơ liệu, tôi thăm mộ đó gì, tôi pass đó gì,
cái gì bố là thế ya. Yeah, rong cơn go lilo khana ya ư là thay từ coast nữa mà, chỉ coi scenery nữa mà rong chắp rồi đi. Đấy lúc Ford này ya lúc bộ thủ Spain ya tôi nhỏ, là tên phở lao nào tôi đi thay trong có tôi tận tôi đây ya tôi tranh luôn trong nó nữa. Spain ya nhỏ họ tôi chỉ riêng ở cho Ford nó thay defense lúc San Juanนั่นlà má, chỉ lúc Ford ya lúc nào nữa.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีคนนี้เป็นคนไทย
ดร.ภาเส
ดร.ภาเสละ
อย่าเป็นคนไทยครึ่งไทยครึ่งจีน
Yeah.
อยู่แคนาดา
Yeah. ดีใจหลาย
ดีใจมากที่ได้
ดีใจ
รู้
มาก
จัก
ที่
กับ
สุด
ดร.ภาเสโล
มาพบกันนี่มาค่อยก็เห็นคนของเฮา
ใช่แล้ว
ดีใจหลาย
ใช่แล้ว
ดักเตอร์คนนี้อยู่ประเทศแคนาดาเนอะ
yes
ค่อย
ดีใจ
ก็
ที่ได้รู้จักค่ะดร.ภาเส
ขอบใจหลาย
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
ค่อยก็มักอาหารไทยที่สุด เวลาไปเมืองไทยนั่นกินอาหารไทยซื่อๆกินทุกมื้อทุก
ไปกินที่แคนาดาที่คาลการี
เขามีอาหารไทย
เรามี event on May 13 the cultural event
มี
8 course of Thai meal
ไทยมิลโอเค เพื่อนว่าแคนาดา beautiful
ใช่ค่ะ ไปเที่ยวที่
ไป
Rocky
เที่ยว
Mountain
สิไปเที่ยวนะถ้ามีเวลานี่สิมา
ใช่
เที่ยว
ค่ะที่เล็กลูอิสที่แบม National Park ที่ Jasper ค่ะ
ขอบใจเนอะดร.มิง
มิ่งขวัญ
มิ่งหวน
จันทคโร
yeah
มิ่งชวนสุ
ขอบใจหลายๆ
ค่ะ
lúc xưa hồi nó ta tỏ nó mình chỉ shoe nó snack hôm biết họ tụi đó meeting đó nè thì cho exhibit giờ cho mua rau mỏ đâu bên nó free nè lúc tôi display lúc cho instrument cho cái gì gì nhóm bị hại cho tụi nó nè thì lúc thì cho rau mỏ đâu bên nó free theo vài năm mà thì bên nó đỡ nó là mấy cái khủng nó nè
Really? Biết tôi thấy nhiên nó rồi. Tôi thấy nhiên nó rồi, nó sẽ có cái mặt nó.
ok là nó chọn cho ít plei mà cho nên nó sushi á nó mình chỉ nó cái sao chép lá lò gì xuống gỗ leo, tôi cỡ cho ô tô đá này cho khi nhớ nè, 3 class 2 class 3 ô tô đá này difficult case nào mà, để cũng nhiều cơ, tôi là chỉ một cái speaker hay cho topic chia cái cho khi chia thì những cái tôi đâuอยาก跟我 every time tôi là những cái tôiอยากchia nào mà.
It's amazing, yeah. You saw it there. You chú chỉ tàu đó thì chú tàu rung câu lên hết kìa, yeah.
Vậy mà cá sấu liệu. Hôm nay không tả lại thế nữa.
Yeah, chị bổ lại.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thì biết mà xin chỉ đồ đó được khó chia hả?
Ta xin nói lớn đỡ rồi nữa. Ba man chỉ mong là chỉ là cho nên một tàu kế chùa New Sen Hoàn nữa. Sen Hoàn nó mà nếu mà khó thế nào ý khó New Sen Hoàn ý khó有 Old Sen Hoàn nữa thì khó là sao này khó New Sen Hoàn khó rồi dùng nó là mà thì Sen Hoàn đó mà viejo Sen Hoàn thì cũng mà tí đó này sai khó New Sen Hoàn nó chỉ dùng có cưng ngô liang rong bây giờ lấy mình là cà tê à là giờ rong lấy Hawaii nữa mà rong có cần có và còn nằm ở cho nên một số tỏ ở dưới souvenir tỏ có square chứ còn đây giờ Old San Juan nữa còn đây giờ có thủ Spain tôi xuống nhau thì giờ có nhiều page rõ nó là mà còn nó mà giờ có New San Juan thì giờ có lo rong chết cho nên mua nhẹ thế cho hotel rong nhỏ san nó. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the New San Juan. This section is very beautiful in the modern buildings. Very nice, located at the coast. Most of these buildings are high-rise apartments or hotels. Puerto Rico has the largest cruise port in the world. So a lot of people come to visit Puerto Rico by ship. That's why there are such a many hotels and apartments by the coast here. I didn't know that Puerto Rico is this beautiful. San Juan here. I didn't know it's beautiful like this, but San Juan is very beautiful. Especially this area is very modern. Buildings are very nice, very tall, and you have a lot of rich people here. Nice car. Okay. Okay, nó một giờ dọn tổ today nó thì cho chép lại chỉ sẵn nó cũng bị cả là nó Japanese nữa. Sushi nó là the sushi mà fresh up rồi nó don chế nó nhiều khó chọn tôi nó là sự kiện tại nó là sashimi nữa tại nó là steam fish nữa tại nó là seafood salad mò
Rainbow roll,
spring
rainbow roll,
rainbow rolls nó tất nhiên don chế nó fresh don chế cá cha bể nó chế thì chế là nó sushi tôi hơi năng cái hành chế chỉ sẵn nó thế cái lần前人都 coast on the ocean cái nó bố cái cho cái nó nữa chỉ cái lần nó này xa xe for fresh sushi nè xa xe for fresh cái nhà tụm boss cái theo xe
tilapia fish, steamed tilapia fish, that ginger in scallion.
bỏ cá lên xóa
Yeah, when Jay Paul, that was
xóa style những cái này uy nhiên nó xóa steam fish.
Oh, but they're fresh, go Leon.
Yeah.
soy sauce, ginger, scallion.
下只 sashimi 是不 fresh 哦，但nó都有 fresh 那就这那这里那个 tuna 呢 ？tuna slice
fresh 個啲
fresh 噶啦。
fresh 一磅數量。
哇！
加得落嘅。
就加，後來啲 fresh 個孬呢，呢啲炒住撚孬。佢都孬咪知道條到啲都是咩？啲撚孬可能只就切plan啊，啲落時些然後就蘇式不 fresh， 但是大力主要係呢 fresh 嘅孬。OK， 官人咯，sashimi 啲蘇式係呢條，你估都撚孬佢孬，可能有 mackerel 呢 ，mackerel sashimi 呢，切不 fresh。fresh 啲，一個料。哦，有個人都嚟啦，姐，你坐咗陣時到，食落啲嘢嚟嘅，我攞緊啦，攞加佢我啲 fresh 嘅我咯。有 fresh 入面啦，個底呢，就看人家 island 呢，就嚟接到陣時，是曬啦，攞啦，就你陣時呢 fresh 嘅料。
上個salad嚟嘛？
哎呀，seafood salad。
The dressing 不加。
加，它一折好折，你個 flavor 是等到多了加個。
攞嘢，我諗到你都拉說 seafood Chinese restaurant 啦，能做呢個，個 salad 咯 looks really good，真係正嘛，因為呢，
我加個。
everything 加了呀。
everything 加了，你要懶到沒得選咯，我可加個個啊，我種到啊。
Anterior inclined, and you have to specify inclined. Don't just say anterior bigram. I want it inclined. Why do I want it inclined? For the lower incisors to fit right there. For the lower incisors to fit right into the bigram. To give her a home for the lower jaw to find itself into. Upper Holly with an anterior inclined bigram.
Question, sir.
Question?
Let's say if she has crossbite on this case.
Yes.
Can you do
Posterior crossbite.
yeah posterior? Can you do expansion and protraction at the same time on that
Yes,
sagittal?
yes. You can do a three-way screw, do lateral expansion and sagittal expansion.
Okay.
Yes, yes. There's a three-way screw. The disadvantage of a three-way screw is thicker.
Oh, okay.
It's really thicker than the regular sagittal or transverse. That's one of the disadvantages.
Okay,
It's
thank
a thick
you.
screw. You know, you have to consider patient comfort or discomfort in the appliances, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get us confused. Dr. Singh is Sikh, I believe, the turban Sikh religion. Incredibly brilliant man. This is not an RPE. This is not a rapid palatal expander, because that screw is very gentle. It's not a ratchet mechanism. When he comes in, you know, the patient doesn't turn it. Hey, we're paying you, doc, the big money. You turn it. So the patient comes in, we turn that screw 7-8 times, and it doesn't kill him. Because we turn the screw, and it compresses the spring inside. There's a titanium spring inside. So turning the screw compresses. Yeah. We did add some brackets, little open coil there to make room for the lateral, but it works. Look at the almost buccal crossbite. Look at the almost buccal, yeah, not almost, it is a buccal crossbite. Yeah. Look it out there.
Hello, good afternoon. I have a special guest with me, Dr. Lore. Dr. Lore, you've been to San Juan, Puerto Rico for a couple days now. I heard that there's a lot of problem in this country. Can you tell the audience what they are and how do we address or fix them if possible?
Of course. Thanks for the interview. Okay. Recently, Puerto Rican has a lot of problem. Okay. Number one is the hurricane problem. Puerto Rico is sitting on the hurricane belt, so they got hit by hurricane almost every year. So there's a lot of infrastructure damage, houses, buildings, roads, electrical system, telephone system. So it takes a lot of money to repair these damages. So the Puerto Rican borrow a lot of money. Right now they're in debt. The debt in here is over $72 billion. But they still cannot fix all the problem in Puerto Rico here because of the mismanagement, the problem, all these things compounded. So they want to borrow more money, but the World Bank said no, because you already default on so many loans. We cannot give you any more loans. So they have a lot of problem. All these construction projects are delayed. They could not get the restoration done. So there's a lot of problem here in Puerto Rico, and people are moving to the United States. Last year, there were about 150,000 Puerto Rican moved to the mainland, which is the United States. Because Puerto Rico is part of the United States. It's a Commonwealth nation supervised by the United States. But I will explain why they cannot vote. Since they are a Commonwealth nation, they're not considered a state of the United States. So they don't have senator, they don't have congressmen, they don't get all the subsidies that the United States provide to the state in Americas. So the disadvantage is they're a Commonwealth nation supervised by the United States, but they're not a state. So they don't get the full benefit of U.S. citizen. They cannot vote for the president. They cannot vote for the vice president. So this is what happened. They cannot do everything like the mainland citizen can do. Okay.
Okay. What is their national food in here and their national drink?
National drink is pina colada.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. And then the national dish, the most delicious national dish is what? I can't remember.
Pigeon peas.
Pigeon peas.
With rice.
That is a
Explain
roast,
what pigeon pea is.
roast pork leg, very tender with rice. It's very famous here. We saw that everywhere. We're gonna look to eat the national dish and we'll film for you to view, okay? We try to find it, but it's very difficult finding in this area because there aren't a lot of restaurants in this areas. So we'll do the best we can, see if we can find for you tonight.
Okay, how do you like the country so far?
I like the country. Puerto Rico is very beautiful. The people are friendly, the foods are good. The area that we settle here is very beautiful. It's right next to the coast. And you have a lot of flowers, trees, everything. So reminds me of Hawaii, okay?
Yeah, it's very similar to Hawaii. The architecture, the land, the landscape, everything is very similar to Hawaii. It reminds me of Hawaii a lot. And I love this country. I've never been here before, but I really like it. The weather is so beautiful. It's hot and humid, but it's beautiful.
What do you think of the orthodontic summit that we go to so far?
Wow, it's amazing. Yeah, I can't believe that, you know, with just the tool, the wire, the bracket, and the bands, you can move teeth like that and make people beautiful.
Yeah.
So if you guys need any orthodontic work, come see this guy, okay?
I'm the expert,
Lord.
okay?
He can straighten your teeth for you, make you beautiful.
My mentors are the best in the world. We have speakers from the world. They are the most renowned speaker in the world. And I'm so happy that I come to this seminars here. I learned a lot. Thank you.
Bye. See you next round.
Puerto Rico, a U.S. territory in crisis. The Caribbean island, which shares a close yet fraught relationship with the rest of the United States, face a multi-layered economic and social crisis, rooted in long-standing policies and compounded by natural disasters. The COVID-19 pandemic migrations and government mismanagement. Puerto Rico is a political paradox, part of the United States, but distinct from it, enjoying citizenship but lacking full political representation, and infused with its own brands of nationalism, despite not being a sovereign state. More than a century after being acquired by the United States from Spain, the island continues to grapple with its status as a U.S. territory and the legacy of colonialism in the Caribbean. Debate over Puerto Rico's statehood remains as relevant as ever, as the island struggles with the combined effects of economic depression, shrinking population, debt crisis and bankruptcy, natural disasters, and the COVID-19 pandemic and government mismanagement. A major deal to restructure debt has raised hopes that the island is on a path to economic recovery, while supporters of the statehood have pressed for a binding referendum on the island's future status. Welcome to Puerto Rico, and here is the most dynamic speaker today, Dr. Song. Yeah, and I'm so appreciate his lecture. It's excellent. I learned a lot. We all happy, right? Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Great speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very much. Thank you.
Muốn nói cần tới ta là nó mà thì cũng cho là của tôi lúc là muốn nói lúc restaurant very fancy nó đó lúc nào hoa mojito nó đó nhớ right next to Hilton đó lúc 5-star restaurant thì very fancy restaurant theo lúc nào nằm mà thì cũng có thay đổi này bỏ của tay shrimp thiết filet mignon nữa rice and bean plantain salad họ chủ yếu tại mà Puerto Rican traditional dish nữa nè, giờ ấy cho roast pork, ấy cho cái bùa chi là giờ roast muôn rồi ấy cho sauce nữa nè mà, họ bị nó chỉ giờ soup nè, họ chủ yếu họ pina colada giờ Puerto Rican còn national drink nè, mà ketchup là lên nè nó nè, họ cũng họ rum là giờ very famous nè nó thế. Yeah. Sao sẽ cái gì vậy?
Đúng là tại roast pork là mà là tôi bắt đầu bột chi đi trong rồi thì là mà chúa như thì với cho sauce mà dư cho nó thì cũng nó
sẽ cái gì là họ ketchup rồi nó nè. Cá thế lọ. Trong bùa là mốt rồi chọn cái mà là mốt chi mốt rồi nó chỉ là mà mốt lại ra cho sauce nó mà ra cho sauce nó chỉ cho cái thay dây cho dạ chẳng anh bùa
cái bùa họ cho nó ý cho này
anh bùa mua
bỏ chứ ý bỏ là mất tuổi cái non trung à
cho nó soup cho nó chỉ cho kỹ nè fry plantain nữa nè cũng chỉ rice and bean
cho nên rice nữa the rice là chỉ là mua
cho nó Caribbean salad nữa cũng tại filet mignon nữa kia shrimp cái món này nó nè là thì cá này chỉ là nó sẽ cá lên chả
cái món này chỉ là món cho món kỹ cho tàu thì với cho cua so dư rồi chị cả cho món mà chuyển co chuyển chớ mà chuyển co qua đi chuyển chớ nào đó chỉ nó cá theo cũng nhiều theo thế là like tomato sauce chuyển chớ
Puerto Rican rice and bean style nó là mà
họ cho nó mà cho favorite chuyển chớ
là chỉ chớ kỹ cái tôm nó ok ocho ¿Cómo está? Muy bien. Của học khóc rom nó ta chỉ cũng một tàu chế rồi đó. Puerto Rican rom mà ít học cá chắp rồi này của do hậu nó mà nó trong xe rồi. Thì cũng cho nên là nó lu restaurant nó hôm mojito mà nó trong có kênh gọi là có national dish nó còn nó nè. Chủ yếu nó là con national dish. Thế hậu là con national drink. Pina colada. Tuần là nó yếu chủ nó ở nhà nó mà Caribbean salad, rice, fried plantain. Cái gì cũng nó America. Phải là mình dùng theo shrimp là. Cho họ bắt ta cái nhọc nó chicken là, họ nằm ở nó sushi là gì cũng sẵn nó thì nó đặt ăn nó steak. Gì cũng xa xí cũng cho steak cá lại cho. Rồi cá sấu. Bây giờ sauce là gì cá thế đó. Không cá cơ. Bây giờ sauce mình chỉ cá gì ít chỗ nữa mà. Very unique. Chỉ dùng bây giờ sauce bị theo Puerto Rican style sauce nữa mà. Cá đồ không lâu. Họ có chân đâu. Lúc nào ở cái chỗ này là một tàu Âu San Juan đó. Lúc là có souvenir nữa. Lúc họ thì giờ cho chạy được cái một chế thế gì, lúc cho nên được cái là một số souvenir từ Âu San Juan, có nhiều tổ gì à?
Nhiều tổ lúc t-shirt nó được của tuần sai giờ.
Puerto Rico.
Tank top.
Yeah.
Cho lẽ lì á.
Thế cái nhiều tổ ở bênนู้นlà chỉ khủng đâu cái là thế đầu giàu là này á, yang ngã chỉ tàu thế, chỉ một thợ trộn nữa, cứ chỉ mà surcharge nữa.
Thế là nhẹ ta là chỉ cái nhẹ cô tại sao là?
San Juan, Âu San Juan nó chỉ xóa luôn. Chú lúc square nó chỉ làm gà lúc square nó chỉ một souvenir shop thế restaurant tàn tròn nữa, rồi họ nói vậy họ most popular tourist destination à, Âu San Juan nó xem mà, này giờอยู่chỉ họ nói một tàn tròn à.
Con nó sẽ nói như thế, tôi yêu khủng à. Thế à, cuối nhẹ hay là lúc đấy trời nó có được mì cà chỉ tôi chỉ xin nhẹ đồ lá sao, xin nhẹ đồ lá sẽ giờ dùng gì cho phải thế, chẳng năng không đó là bố là mì cà thế chỉ cho nhớ, even though lấy mấy đó chỉ mình lấy speak English thế chỉ dùng gì cho phải à, thì nên tôi là chính xác thế nào.
Ok, chỉ là mỗi cho nên mình thiệt khó traditional dish, dễ bom mua chỉ non rồi cho mỏ thế tàu nó nên sẽ tới rồi chỉ tàu liệu bênนู้นแต่是nó ở tàu kia một tàu sẽ bom mua nữa
rồi tới lúc còn mỏ nó thế hả
con đông này chỉ là một chả cú không mấy gì cả lớp bỏ sao Puerto Rico the land of Miguel Cotto if you follow boxing and Hector Macho Camacho their country, we are stepping on their country right now. If you follow boxing, these two boxers put Puerto Rico on the map, okay?
Yes.
They were champions. One of them in the 80s, one of them in the 90s, okay? Thank you. Lúc xưa hồi nó là chu kia họ Âu San Juan Square nữa. Họ Square họ nói đó. Họ Spain nhiều tôi ngoài không lớn nè, họ nói là họ rong go họ Central nè, tức là thay trả đó nên sai được họ nói tôi mà chỉ tàu thay kia, chỉ lúc square ya lúc nào ta nữa, lúc thay lúc vào vòng đó nên sai, chỉ lúc square nè mà nếu mua cho channel cho cái nơi thống bờ tôi ăn gà cho nó nè, chỉ có một tòa trên restaurant thì souvenir thì tới shop là xứ thì trong có hàng lâu chú ý các bạn nhận à?
Dạ, cứ rồi, trong có cứ gọi rồi. Dạ, cứ thế nữa đúng rồi.
Dạ, thì là chủ kia có square nào là nó mà, có square này có center the Âu San Juan đó, họ nói như mình là vấn đề là Puerto Rico Spain nhiều quá nữa mà. Lòng gà lúc tới chờ nó đâu nên sai, tôi cho lời cho nó chủ là chuột họ Âu San Juan nó nè, họ này là number one destination nhá, họ Puerto Rico nó, for tourists nó nằm mà, chỉ thì lòng gà đâu nên sai ple. Tại sao nó cũng cho nên là một số cái ilu park, là cái ilu fort, Puerto Rico Spain nhiều, và tí Thái luôn trong Âu San Juan nó nè, họ nói cái defensive area, giờ họ đánh phá lao đồ ra số này tua đồ hồ lu ocean hồ này chỉ phụ cho nên tôi đánh lu trong nó mà thì cũng đã tổng cả cái nó cho nên số đó là một số nè vì thế nếu mà mấy cái tôi chỉ số ya nếu ya phá ra mấy cái thế này Puerto Rico nè chứ mua Puerto Rico tôi chỉ thế linh đó lu ở fort này ya hồ địa sang Castillo San Cristobal Fort นะ San Cristobal Fort ลูกกูจะในเราไม่ชอบแต่ชินนะโพลีนะนะแต่ชินนะกูหลังเยจะรู้ San Cristobal Fort นั่นเลยส่วนนั้นจะเลยจะสเปนอย่างเต็งพอล้อจะไม่จะพอล้อยันดาเตกี้น่าจะเลยเขาเชิญตัวจะหนึ่งตัวเนี่ยเขาแจ้งก็ตัวเขาตัวเซ็งลูก Fort เราอย่ารู้แสงหัวน่าจะเลยตัวเลยที่ยังนะเยส่วนนั้นยังเขาเชิญเชียนั่นละมาจะเลยเนี่ยส่วนนั้นน่าจะสเปนอย่างนั้นเลยที่ไทยรุ่นรงแสงหัวนั่นมาวิธีมั่วจอนโตhơn thằngนั้นนะจะอังกฤษเราตัวเซ็งรู้ได้เฉยๆจะฝรั่งเราตัวเซ็งรู้ได้เฉยๆที่นั่นจะชิ้นตัวล่อเฮงเลยนะจะกูที่เราเจ้านี่เราหมดไทยโชว์ลูก Ford นะแต่nó trở nhỏ cho ta nó nữa đấy là for example trap phật lo nhá nữa trap phật lo nhá nó thế chẳng mấy bơi một chữ nữa thế. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a panoramic view of the old San Juan, a port, cruise ship port right there. And this city is very beautiful. So this is the old San Juan. Nó là old San Juan mà. Cái là dây lũ Ford nó là thay thế lại bỏ xí lên nào. Đó là dây lúc San Cristobal Fort nè, chỉ thay luôn trong San Juan đó này sai, họ nói giờ old San Juan lúc San Juan cũ, họ nói giờ khó bộ thủ Spain nhiều tôi xuống nhỏ nữa mà, chỉ lấy qua cho Fort nó thay không nào, xin đầu xin tua, nè đi thay, cho nó giờ Spain nhiều chọn bom nữa, chọn đi gan pháo được nè. Tua một tí là bỏ một rồi cho nên tua nhớ hậu tua cho enemy nữa là mà họ chấp họ lo gì nhớ được nó tua được họ không được cho hậu có là nhớ họ tiền à
nhớ rồi họ Ford đó cái họมีở trong rồi nó là chỉ mấy nhiều chuyện mê nó sâu ấy vậy thì cái tua cho thì nó mới được họ mê nhớ nó cái tiền cho tàu lấy ý là họ lấy nó sẽ được. Wow, họ view nó mà hay thế thế rồi.
Hắn nói observation nè, họ view nó mà hay tại rồi. Nó là the ocean là cho Caribbean Sea nè. Tôi sao thì Atlantic Ocean nó cho nó lo đi. Thì trong tại rồi liệu, họ bắt đầu là thay đổi nên sát tí nè. Thì cũng thay lúc vào vùng đó nên sai trong tại rồi nó lúc phun sát nó bắt đầu từ nhau sát tí nó thay. Tất nhiên họ nó mà cho xi măng dư nó uo lên năng gỗ phi toa nè, cho nên take bị chân lan tuần năng uo, thế uo to bị chân phá tuần năng là thế uo tàu nè, bữa sau thì lấy thế, tôi mà tôi khai là uo xin nè, cho Spain nhiều nè, lấy uo tàu này thế nào nè, vì theo xí lấy bộ force tàu hay lên nè. Ladies and gentlemen, watching these walls, so thick and so tall, I don't know how they built it at that time because they didn't have machining. I believe this wall was built by men, probably slaves, indigenous people here, and they probably suffer monumental. Probably thousands of people died building these walls here. I don't know how long it took, but looking at it, it's monumental. I believe that people who build a wall, they suffer a great deal of stress, and a lot of people die, I believe. Because these are very heavy. They didn't have machinery at that time. I think it was done by hand, man-made. So you can see how difficult it is to build these walls like this. Ta xin nói cho nên là một số cho cruise ship port nữa nè. Cho cruise ship tuần rồi nữa mà tàu chập rồi nè. Thôi nên chống đi chống tôi muốn rể lúc tới chờ nó nè. Chỉ cho nó giờ lấy cho port nè. Để lấy tờ là muốn nè. Chỉ dùng lên nó. Ra nó chỉ cruise ship port còn có xứ. Ta xin nói là sau kia đến tôi đây nó là. Ok, ta xin nói cho nên là số Puerto Rico cruise ship port nè. Puerto Rico giờ tụi mua cho cruise ship port nó tàu chập rồi, lo chập rồi. vì thế cho nên cái trong con này tôi muốn show Puerto Rico đâu chấp lời nè mà vậy là ô lúa cruise ship là lo chấp lời thà mình chỉ cho nên họ Puerto Rico nó muốn sao pay point 9 ล้านตุ่นหนึ่งเนอะhọ send hoa nó muốn lấy off point 8 ล้านตุ่นหนึ่งcho nên nhá họ nó sẽ chịu 10% nhânหนึ่งเด้อเนอะก็ 10% nhânหนึ่งดูcái mua lấy point 10% nó là Asian đó nè cái mua này nhau trong liền nó được họ thì tuần theo tôi mua liền nó chỉ phần trong cho nên nhau Puerto Rico nó lấy nhau sang hoàn ăn đâu sẽ nào mà về tên bắn nhau nhau chơi lại hai tuần này bao liền rồi ok
nhớ rồi tại sao nhà mấy phong gì rồi cái lời nhớ từ lúc mua rồi để xua đi hiện sự giống cô tại sao chẳng có rồi là chỉ cho cú hàng nữa đó chỉ dùng tàu kế là thế là xua strip nó sẽ mua lá chỉ dùng nó dùng hồ mà thay là nó sai à don't go away
lúc xí đi nói xí đi á chị à
nó là ô San Juan nữa
San Juan mua lúc xí đi nữa ô San Juan theo New San Juan đó là nhau ok kia một taxi chạy đi chỉ là thì sao
thì nó đúng cô là
sao nói sao cũng phổ thủ Spain nhà tôi nhớ vậy
mà
họ sao bắt ta ở bự sao chỉ chết tầm mà lấy những hoa chết tọt cá nóเลยนั่นน่ะ
bây giờ sao cũng nó đua nó còn cho phát chi Spaniard là biểu tiền nó cũng nhiều đó nè nó còn cho phát chi trong cô we might go to Europe so I really like the architecture
กูเคยฟังจะ population ปัตตานีชาติ10%จะหนึ่งเด้อนะมันนี่เชื่อจะเพี้ยเด้ออยู่เพี้ยเนอะอยากจะเด้อเมย์นั่นละมาจะเมย์นี่เด้อจะเจอนั่นละมาhọ cho đủ kia đủ là chỉ có 1%cho mấy đâu là chỉ xa chỗ 9% chỉ Asia mà tôi chỉ muốn sai 1% này mua lại point 9% sẽ chỉ muốn hàng chống lên tới nhau hôm nó
yeah thế I'm surprised là chỉ mua Chinatown hôm nó là
sao cho chỉ mua nữa ta chỉ số của chống cười nhau nó là lúa theo
chỉ错了对球不是
mua Chinatown
错对球了I'm surprised là
lúc nào chỉ mua lúc nào là thì Chino Barrio nó chỉ là gì no chỉ mua no senior là gì no senior
apparently chỉ mua Chino nhá hôm nó đó
Chino chỉ chơi sao
对哦，说起穿眼镜，对球那么样，说的
小脸颊。OK， 我讲到呢，叫你们小脸快切。Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have been here for a few days now, so let me share some thoughts about Puerto Rico for you. Okay. Puerto Rico's prom are plants in a deep roof, so it will take years to overcome the proms. Puerto Rico needs the international community to help them out, avoid from bankruptcy. I have doubt if Puerto Rico will be a trouble-free nation because it is sitting on the path of hurricane. So it's constantly being devastated by hurricanes. In the last 20 years, people moved from the rural areas to the urban areas. So they don't have place to build house. So they build house in a low sea level area and the flat prone areas. So when the hurricane comes, it devastates these areas and they had a lot of damage. That's why they have so much problem year in and year out. And they had to borrow a lot of money to repair, to reconstruct. That's why they're in debt so much, okay? So these are the problems that I want to share with you today. Honey, chắc cái ice cream lâu rồi nè ya.
Sợ cũng臭啊！嗰度都 ice cream，真係唔想攞啦。
攞冇個別張啦。
俾到頭啊！
俾意係呀。
喺度呀。
哇，嗰度 ice cream 攞啲啊，傻傻。cũng mua đại bí thì cũng chỉ cái nào rồi cũng mang khí cơ. Cái nào được của?
Nhiều cho ice cream món đâu ya, nếu mà bây giờ đâu ya số là Sunday，即係啦đầu thì tuổi nó thấy dùng nhiều.
Nhiều咁啊！傻傻啲嘢攞就個嘢拉 share 呀，攞啲啲。Wow.
Share.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, sir. State your name.
Hi, my name is Damien. I'm from Puerto Rico.
Okay. Can you tell us about the problem in your country here about the hurricane devastation?
The hurricane here mostly pass through because we are at the middle of the Ecuador point, right?
Yeah.
So I will tell you something. Here I will tell that the problem is not the hurricane seasons because since the beginning of Puerto Rico, we always have been receiving hurricane. I will tell more that the problem here it will be the maintenance, like the electricity maintenance, the water plants. Those are the big problem. Why? Because let's suppose that you have a car and you don't give maintenance every month. What happened with the car? The car start giving problems. So that's what happened when Maria came to Puerto Rico. There was a lot of parts from Puerto Rico, the stations from the electricity plants, and those places that have more than 30 years that they haven't given maintenance to the plant, like the transformers, like the porcelain conducts that pass the electricity. And when the hurricane passed, right?
There's a lot of problem because of they didn't maintain properly, right?
They made the maintenance for more than 30 years. It's like a transformer that was 30 years and haven't been changed with the hurricane came, so they didn't have nothing in backup.
Oh.
So the problem was not the hurricane. The problem was that the governor didn't have enough equipment.
Did not maintain everything properly.
Not properly, and even have backup. You know, like
So when the hurricane hit, there's big devastation, and you guys have everything bogged down, right?
yeah, everything was done.
Yeah, we heard about this and we said, oh my God,
And the
those
problem-
folks down there, they're just having a lot of misery because everything was shutting
The
down.
problem that we had, they start ordering parts, right? Mm-hmm. But they had to make orders to Mexico and other part of the world.
Oh.
But everybody was making orders.
Okay.
And the problem that we have in Puerto Rico is that we cannot have export and import straight. We have to go, everything that we want to order, to import, have to go, let's suppose we were making order to Mexico. Mexico have to ship to United States. From
So
United States,
there's a
ship-
lot of delays and red tapes and all that stuff. That's why you're having
That was that
Problems after
some-
problems.
That was something that would take you days. It would take you months because all they have to pass.
yeah.
If I make an order from Mexico, I have to send it to New York, to the States, to the United States, and from the United States they have to ship to Puerto Rico. So
Okay.
it takes more time.
Yeah.
And they send a lot of people to help down here of the company like Duke, other companies. But it was not. If you have the personnel to do the job,
Yeah.
but if you don't have the primary equipment, you cannot do nothing. Like the cable, like the pole, like the transformers, all that kind of thing that they need to do the job.
Yeah.
They haven't in that moment.
Yeah.
So that's why it took more time.
Yeah.
And then we have the small island, we have Puerto Rico, we have Dominican Republic. All the hurricane passed through those islands. So
Yeah.
everybody was having
Problem.
and making order to buy
Yeah.
the things. So, that's
So
why
the hurricane just make it worse.
the
Yeah.
hurricane make it thing worse, but we make all the house in concrete. So
Okay.
people are Puerto Rico. Every year we have a hurricane season.
Yeah.
So it's normal.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico has it receiving it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ok, cần đỡ ta là nó mà nó nè, nó plum mà nó chỉ ta kỹ ya nhá hồng ta khá là trong Melicate nữa, chỉ do là mũi cho lúc thế cho nó cơn gồ, thế cho tụi lúc là nó plum mà giống là nữa, họ lúc Hilton Mola Restaurant nữa, Lola Restaurant nhá Hilton, bữa tay nó seafood mix Caribbean style thế, Puerto Rican style nữa, mua clam, mua shrimp, mua jay, mua lobster, mua squid nữa. Họ tại nó khu trà gì?
Tuna tartar.
Tuna tartar nó Cuban jay nhung nữa nè. Nếu mà tuna jay nhung nhá, họ nói thế giờ plantain nè. Để chỉ tao nói cái sa thì sẽ cá lại cho nó Cuban cho rau mò nè mà. Họ cho nó Puerto Rican authentic salad cho nó mà. Để yêu sa sẽ là cho authentic salad như cá lại cho. Chủ yếu tại mấy fresh catch of the day snapper fillet seasoning nữa sauce. Nếu có mua mò thì mua rau thì gì cá thì healthy nữa. Nó便宜幾個人healthy hơn nó. Chủ yếu có bao nhiêu tiền này vậy?
Nông sản cái là nhớ lâu trồng tua, cho nên cho nên cho tua. Cái là nó mua nó hổ Hilton restaurant. Cái là nó mua gì đấy kia cho các buổi chiều, tôi là gì cái đồ kia.
200 euros. 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 200 euros.
bỏ đồ chán đồ giả thiết tưởng tới đồ giả khác theo ít đồ xếp hơn đồ.
下些个讲这个来讲，啊对了
Snapper.
，red snapper，
Yeah, very fresh.
yeah，very fresh catch of the day 那那嘛，
Really good. Then the sauce, creamy. 好，没开始整整。
我知道那 Cuban 叫肉买肉，到肉那也是呢，Cuban sushi 那嘛就那呢，人正用嘅 Cuban style 那呢，也是那些路 restaurant 那个serve 天那也个有一个沙的些咖喱酱呢，人后有冇 Cuban 呢？那是被冇知道 Canadian 咁樣日本要 Canadian แล้ว冇 Cuban 用意，那是美加嘛，แล้ว只จอบใจหมูนั่นน่ะก็เยอะจู่politician เลย diplomat เลยที่พูดกับหมูเจอหมูจิตเตากูสามหมูเกินโกเนี่ยเจนเนาะกูแต่มันจะกัดกันเนาะเราอยากที่ล่อสู้ฉันนอกปะตา
เขาตอนนี้กูขอ drink นะ tropical paradise เขาก็只可以 rum special เนาะ rum special drink นะ
rum ก็โคกนะ
เขาน้องมาแล้วเขา rum หังนะ
โอ้
it's one
rum
of
ให้
the
นะ
national
everywhere ก็หมดจะ rum Puerto Rican rum ยังก็ very famous ยังก็เขาได้นอนมัน rum ต่อเลยยังก็เขาเลยก็โตเลยจะน้ำมันเนี่ยมั้งจะลงเกลือข้าสูงแล้วจะโอ้ลงเสียกลุ่มมันเนี่ยกลุ่มมัน healthy ให้นะเขาก้ามาได้รอก้าที่ต้องใช้ healthy ให้วิชา Cuban จะ sushi นะแล้ว Cuban tartar นั่นนะเมื่อจะทุนน่ะเจนยงโอลินอมนะทุนน่ะ tartar Cuban raw fish นั่นนะมันจะการซูชิแต่สิ่งที่จะซอสเตาซูชินะนี่จะซูชิซอสจะซอยซอสเดี๋ยวนี้จะเนี่ยอะโวคาโดซอสนะลินเดอร์เดี๋ยวนี้กูมันจะเนี่ยจีเจ้าที่จะเนี่ยขอกินจอดเนี่ยกูชอบกูใจซีฟู้ดมิกซ์นะโอ้แต่เนี่ยมาล่อสูเลยนี่กูมันนี่ผักกาดเจอที่เนี่ยchỉ cá thì cho cái này rồi non rồi cá chợ nó thì nó là Puerto Rican theo Caribbean style nó là mà lúc sáng tao cá cưng cổ để lúc restaurant nó trong cô nè lúc này lúc 5 star restaurant nhau Hilton nào